our first guest is Colleen Wong, who is the founder and CEO of My Gator Watch. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We've got some great facts about you. Apparently you once drove in a black cab from London to Istanbul.
Yes, that's right. Cheap. It was a charity challenge, and we have to buy a really cheap car. So I bought it off eBay, and I thought it great to buy a black cab. And yeah, it's possible. I drove from London all the way to Istanbul.
How long did that take?
It took 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Amazing. And you studied law, worked in investment banking, have an MBA.
That's right.
What gave you the inspiration to set up?
It was actually my children. Right. Yeah, after investment banking, I took a break and had 2 little kids. And it was on a day out with the 2 of them that I thought, you know, why can't we stay more connected with them, but without giving them a mobile phone? Mm-hmm. And that's where I had my idea.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do your pitch?
I am. Thank you.
Great. You've got 8 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Colleen Wong, and I'm the founder of Tech64, and my first brand is called My Gator Watch. So it was about 4 years ago when I took my 2 kids out to a farm that I had the idea, you know, why aren't we more connected to our kids? And why do we have to give them a smartphone? So My Gator Watch is a wearable mobile phone that has GPS tracking outdoors and Wi-Fi tracking indoors. And we've sold to the children's market, and now we're looking to crowdfund to expand into the seniors market. I'd first like to play you a video of one of the first promotional videos that we've done to promote it for the kids market. My name is Colleen Wong, and I'm the founder of Tech64 and a mother of 2. It was in August of 2015, I took my kids to a farm park, and I witnessed a mother running frantically around as she looked everywhere for her 6-year-old boy. With the fear of losing my own 2 children, coupled with the fact that I disliked the idea of young kids having too much access to the internet, social media, and games, I had the idea for a wearable mobile phone and tracker for young kids. The Gator Watch has a speaker, mic, and SIM installed, and can make and receive calls to and from 10 numbers. It is also a tracker using GPS outdoors and Wi-Fi indoors. The service plan with the Gator Watch is unique in that it roams free in most of the countries in the EU. So although I started the idea with children in mind, what I found very interesting were parents who were buying the My Gator Watch for their kids were buying it also for their own parents. So I started to do some research. And in addition to my research, I found that when I participated in an AXA competition last year where they were looking for a wearable for the over 65s market, we were finding a big problem in the market. And this was with seniors communication devices. You know, there are very, very few devices out there for the over 65s market that works outdoors. They're extremely expensive. We're talking, you know, more than a few £100. And they often make the user feel old because of the design. So a lot of times you'll see them wearing a big button around their neck. No one wants to wear that. And also, it's always very complicated to use. And we think back to basics is good, which is exactly what we had done for the children's market. So our solution to this problem is the My Gator Watch wearable mobile phone. It has tracking using GPS, so it works outdoors, and Wi-Fi, so it works indoors. It's lightweight, it's simple, it's modern, and very easy to use. So the key features of My Gator Watch: it makes and receives calls to and from 13 predetermined numbers, so no outside marketing companies can actually make calls to the watch, for example. It has an SOS function, it's water resistant, and people love that it has a 4-day battery life, which is extremely important for our users. So to give you a few numbers, One amazing thing is that, the foundation that we've built over the last 3 years, we're ready to grow. And we know this trend is coming to Europe. In China, for example, 1 in 3 children have a wearable mobile phone. They've sold 25 million smartwatches for children 2 years ago, and it's one of the best-selling wearable tech pieces in China. So we think it's ready to come to Europe, and we're ready for it. The children's market, the target market size is about 4.5 million. So the over 65s market is actually even more exciting. So at 18 million potential users, and also the lifetime value is much higher than even the children's market. One thing I'm really, really proud of is the team that I've put together. When I first did my crowdfunding round in 2017, I raised money to build the team. Right now we have 13 flexible working staff, most of whom are mothers of young children. As a mother myself, I know how hard it is to have to manage both work and our children. So I'm so proud of what they've done and the hard work that they've put in, always putting their children first. I've done now 1 year of research with approximately 50 users of the Gator watch who are over 65. We've had some amazing feedback. A few councils actually use our watch as well, so we've gathered feedback from them as well. They love that it empowers the users. They feel independent. They want to go out. The carers, the children have that peace of mind. They find it easy to use, and they love that they can stay in contact without having a smartwatch or smartphone. We generate revenue in a few ways through the sale of the watch itself, and also through our monthly mobile service plan. So we offer a very special mobile service in that it connects to multiple networks. So as an example, here in the UK, it connects to Vodafone, O2, and EE. We're looking to raise £150,000 now for our second round on Crowdcube, and we're looking to use those funds for creating a brand for the elderly market, and also to build in new features as well, such as fall detection, and also to spend a bit more money on marketing for both markets. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me at invest@tech64.com.
Thank you, Colleen. Great pitch there.
Thank you.
Julia, have you got any questions you'd like to start off with?
Can I start with a basic one?
Yeah, of course.
How much does the watch cost?
It costs roughly about close to £40.
Okay, and you were talking about some new features coming in. I mean, I've got 2 kids. I totally am buying into the whole keep them away from the screens because it's so addictive. But, they do get into scrapes and messes. So it says it's splash proof.
Yes.
Well, are you thinking maybe waterproof? What are the features you can see down the line you'd like to build in? And would you change and have a different watch for the kids from the seniors, or is it the same set of requirements?
The core watch would be the same, but there would definitely be differences. So for example, for the seniors one, we'd be looking at fall detection, maybe even heart rate monitoring. We're still looking into that to see, what's more of a need and what's more of a want. For both markets, what I'm looking at is payments.
Okay.
Actually, so for the child or, the over 65 to be able to go out and have a little bit of spending money, but all done contactless.
This watch is going to raise my children for me, basically. Something else I need to do from that point of view.
Well, we want this to be, the alternative to a smartphone, but for the younger child, so for the primary age child.
And the seniors, I absolutely agree with what you're saying about that big sort of red button that you're supposed to hang around your neck. You just feel, where's the dignity in that from that point of view? But I think the connectivity is quite important. And with more and more families, I guess, living different generations in different cities and different countries, is this something that I will be able to sort of track remotely? So can I be in Ireland while my parents are in America and see what's going on? So just explain a bit more about how that works. And so if you built full detection in, that would mean that I wasn't reliant on my mum to do something, that actually I would get a signal?
Yes, that's right. So it comes with an associated app. So whoever's wearing the watch, so let's say your mom's wearing the watch and she's traveling to the US, you can see on your app that she is in the US. And almost like if she's outdoors, it'll be an accuracy 10 to 15 meters as to where she is in the US.
Okay, great.
And then if we add the fall detection, right, if she does fall, then you'll be alerted. There'll be a notification on your app saying something's happened, give her a call.
Perfect. She's not quite at that stage yet. You know, too many Sauvignon Blancs could be an issue, but less than the Foley. But we certainly use the Find Friend app with the children quite a lot. So I guess even with older children, as you're beginning to give them some independence, I mean, we all need to manage screen time, don't we, really? Exactly. So the age range, you know, you could end up with a lot of different models, actually, of the watch for different ages and tastes.
We can. Yeah. I mean, a lot of parents find that once their kids go to secondary school, you know, you can't control it. They're going to want a smartphone. And we've done our research as well, which is true. You know, they do need access to the internet for resources and whatnot. But if we can actually prevent them from having a smartphone before secondary school, all parents are for it.
Yeah.
And what have your customers said about the watch so far?
Oh my gosh, actually, just today, just before coming into the studio, I got an email, and it just really warms my heart. You know, the customer was just saying, you know, we've used your watch now for 2 years. It's time for a smartphone, unfortunately, but it's been life-changing. You know, so it's stuff like that that's what keeps me going all the time. And I think it does change the parents' lives because they never want to give their younger children, so let's say 8, 9 years old, they don't want to give them a smartphone. You know, but so that's why they use the Gator watch and they think it's perfect.
I'm taking my smartphone away from my 16-year-old child. So there's a later market opportunity. I think the homework isn't done, the phone is going. So,
Okay, so with a watch.
Exactly. We'd be delighted.
And can you tell us a little bit about your win with the AXA's wearable technology?
Sure. It was actually amazing. I found out about it quite late, but AXA were doing competition Europe-wide to find a company that would, you know, do a wearable mobile phone that met sort of their criteria, and they were looking for a wearable for the over 65s market. And I did my pitches, and yeah, I was announced as the winner. I was shocked walking on stage, and the judges were apparently really impressed with the simplicity, the price, because not a lot of products out there are £99, which is what we retail for. And also the battery life, which is 4 days on standby, is one of the longest in the market.
So your margin then is how much between the cost of manufacture and what you retail at? How much margin have you got in there?
So it's about £50, but our margins are more significant with the service, the recurring revenue side of things.
So it's a combination of the
individual.
Got it.
Okay.
Good. Well, Colleen, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
That's all we've got time for, I'm afraid.